Okay, today is Sunday, August 23rd. I'm going to run through the property to show what we've got to eat and enjoy just this time of year, August 23rd. So these are mulberries. You can also use the leaves in a tea for diabetes and all kinds of stuff. It helps lower blood sugars. We have pomegranates from the baby pomegranate tree. The mother tree is up the hill. So this tree I stuck a branch in about 2.5 years ago. So we got these pomegranates down here. We've got pecans just starting to ripen. We have more on their way. The tree is full of these guys. Here's the tree. This is down the hill. Anyhow, we've got pecans here. And that's the pomegranate tree I just showed you over there. So I'll put these inside and sit on them for a couple weeks and let them sort of ripen up inside. I found a few more on the ground. Here's some gooseberries. They're kind of hard to find because of their coloring, but that's a gooseberry. If we zoom in over there, there's some more. They're all throughout the tree. They're just sort of hard to see. So up the hill, here's the mother pomegranate tree. You can see how some of the fruit is opening, probably because of the heat. But they're ripe. So those are pomegranates up the hill, the mother tree. Here's just some tomatoes. We have tomatoes all over the place, so most cherry tomatoes are growing all over. These aren't cherry tomatoes, but they're trying to ripen. We have purple passion fruit. Here's some of the vine it's on. There's one little purple one way in there. They're all over the place. Still some that needs to ripen. We have these queen palm seeds, which are really good, high in beta carotene. They're sweet, but they're really fibrous. They have a big pit in the middle, but they're nice to kind of get some flavor from. I'm sure you can make some kind of liqueur or something out of them. They come from the queen palm tree way up there. That's just one bunch of the queen palm fruit. Now here's some jujubes. We have jujubes throughout the property. I'll show you some more up front too. You can eat them when they're green and they're more like a little apple, and then if you wait till they get ripe like that, they taste like a date. And they're sweeter than apples. Here's some quince. They're not ripe yet though, but we've got quince throughout the property too. This is just a stray. These were dusty, so I had to rinse them off, but those are squash, like acorn squash. We have some on the ground. There's some more from this other planted squash. Here's a papaya tree. It's not ripe yet, but it does have little teeny baby papaya growing on it. Here's another younger papaya, nothing on it yet, and another papaya, but nothing on it because it's too small. We have apples. They're ripe and they're good. They're all over the tree. Just a little early for them to be ripe, but I think everything's ripening a couple weeks early because the pecans are ripe and they're not supposed to be until a little bit later. There's grapefruit from a miniature grapefruit. And look at that. See that? Looks like a bird poop. That's actually a worm. A moth kind of thing that eats the leaves. So I need to get that off. The birds won't eat it though because it looks like bird poop. Here's one of our youngest sapote trees. These will be ready. That one's almost ready. They'll be ready in a couple weeks. In a couple days actually, looking at them. The yellow ones are ready to go. We've got the kumquat tree here with the old fruit, and then we've got new fruit coming in. This one usually produces twice a year. Here's some sea grape. You can see the seeds coming in. And then here's some that are trying to ripen. They're called sea grape. Here's some tubers from the Madeira plant, which you can eat the leaves too. It's a demulcent. You see all those little flower things? Those are going to be air tubers. Very invasive though, so you got to be careful with this one. I'll pull this away. I don't know if you're going to be able to see them, but they're air tuber, like air potatoes. They need to be definitely washed off, but they're really good. And I've eaten these enough. People say they're poison. They're not poisonous. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see. Here we go. And here's some fig. They're not ripe yet. We have a what's it called? A black fig down below the hill. It's already given the fruit. And this one kind of, the fruit will ripen. You just have to find it. It needs to be hosed off though. Here's a passion fruit in the making. Not ready yet. So here's a passion fruit. It's more of like a white passion fruit, but the fruit's actually sweeter than the purple passion fruit. Here's one. Here's one. The scent is amazing, and it's so much sweeter than the purple one, which is kind of shocking. Here's another one, I think. It's less ripe, but it smells so sweet. It's crazy. And the nice thing about these, the passion fruit, is the horses like the leaves, so they eat the vines and everything, which is so nice because these things grow kind of crazy out of control, so it's nice to be able to cut them and feed the horses with them. There's another queen palm way up there, so you have to wait till they fall pretty much. So I'm showing the back side of this air potato. It's really invasive too, so you have to watch it. I'll show you the potatoes that grow on it. Here's some more passion fruit. And here's the other side of this air potato. It starts with a D. Dioecious something. I can't remember now what the name of it is. Some of these potatoes, air tubers, are toxic. Some aren't. If you are looking to make sure which ones are safe to eat, look for the clockwise spin on the vine. You want it to go clockwise, not counterclockwise. Here's some little, I call them turkey berries. They're a form of nightshade. You can eat these safely if they're really, really dark purple like these and matted. See how it's kind of matted color? This is what the plant looks like in its entirety. Here's the unripe. It's so bright out here, so I don't really know if I'm showing it correctly here, but there's the green berries. You do not want to eat those. And the purple berries are fine as long as they're ripe and very dark purple. And yeah, high antioxidants on that, and the purple color is good. Here's another jujube. I call them jujubes, but jujubes. There's two different trees. That tree already ripened and the fruit is come and gone, and here are some more. I'll get in closer there. And luckily they ripen at different times. Here's a really ripe one. So again, the dark brown are more ripe, date-like flavor. But I love this tree, and it's so hardy. You don't have to water it or anything. I do, but you don't have to. So hardy. So all the grapes are pretty much gone. Very end of the season now. And here's a plant. It's called coffee berry, but it's not a coffee tree. I've read where it has acted as a substitute for coffee before. I've never tried it. You can eat the berries, but I don't find them really appealing or anything. I just liked them because I read about them being a potential coffee substitute if you dry the beans the same way. I should probably put this in the ground. I don't know what would eat it, so. Just that we've got gophers here, and gophers freaking eat everything. Here's another tree. This is a one from seed. I totally need to get in here and trim it up. I just let it kind of do its thing for the first 2-3 years. I think it's 3 years old now. So this winter I'll be trimming this up and cleaning this up. So here is a natal plum. These are, you've seen these in old neighborhoods. Very prolific. The fruit is really nice. It has like a tannin finish to it. But I'm telling you, I think people do make jams and jellies out of these, but they're also nice eaten fresh. My horse likes them. Here's what they look like bitten into. These are really ripe ones. They're sweet. They're tart. They have a tartness to them too. They're high in vitamin C. Here's a lemon. We're kind of at the very last season for the lemons, and then they've got new, where'd they go? New ones coming in next to the orange tree over there. Here's one coffee tree here with, it has little blooms getting ready to come out, fruit. I'll show you some others I have that are in full bloom and full fruiting. Here's an orange tree. It's funny how it's doing fine in the shade, but it does get afternoon sun. Here's another quince tree. Look at the difference between when you move that little velvet stuff away, how green that is. We have lots of tulsi tea, holy basil. It's all over. It grows real easily. I'm constantly cutting it down, and it constantly grows through, but it's really great because it can provide shade for the pawpaw plants, and then I can cut it back even more when the pawpaws get a little older. Here's another jujube. Now here's a young apple tree that's not fruiting yet, so I'm kind of going off and away from my theme here. But this is an apple, and it's called Monty's Surprise, and it's supposed to have one of the highest antioxidant and nutritional values of any apple tree. So it's called Monty's Surprise. So this is a young tree. I've got just 2 of them though. And then you've got this rooster in there trying to talk her into laying an egg in this hanging cage we have. Look at him. Oh my gosh. She's been going up there and laying eggs every day. She does not need him to tell her what to do. He's not food, but he sure is fat. So these are super, super hot red peppers. I might take one and put it in a smoothie so you can just taste the heat a little bit, but no more than that. They're super hot. I don't know what the name of them is. Forget. Now here's a young guava tree. It's probably I have 3 or 4 like this. I think this is a strawberry guava, or what is it called? No, pineapple. No, it's strawberry guava. I have another pineapple. So we have these still unripe guavas, but I'm telling you, the leaves alone are worth having this tree, because the tea out of these leaves is really good for heart health. It's got some other nutritional properties to it, which I would look into if I were you. Guava. So here's a vine. It goes by a couple different names: Guduchi, Giloy. It seems highly praised in India for its medicinal properties. Here's the fruit on it. I don't know if you can see that. Here's some of the berries. I'm trying to see through the leaves here. That's the fruit when you bite into it. It's very small though. And there's the seed. So I just put this in my tea, the leaves and stuff, and I'm eating the fruit too. So look at it, it's from India. I think it's from India. I mean, that's where I get most of the information. There's the seed and the fruit in its different stages there of consumption. And here's the leaf. This is He Shih Wu. That doesn't count. He Shih Wu. I think that's how you pronounce it, but it's very invasive. Medicinal, but invasive. I'm just spending time on this one because I think this is a really medicinal plant. It's worth looking into. Here's Volunteer Wild. These tomatoes are all over the place. I appreciate them, but they've kind of just taken over.